Police in Las Vegas found themselves in the middle of a UFO mystery last month after an out-of-this-world 911 call.
They're like 9 foot, 10 foot tall. They look like aliens to us. Big eyes. They have big eyes.
A family called police on May 1st saying something had crashed in their backyard. They also said they saw large, non-human creatures roaming around the crash site. As far-fetched as it might sound, officers took the case and the call very seriously after a mysterious sighting of their own.
Like a big creature.
A big creature?
Yeah, like around 10 feet tall.
Because I'm not going to BS you guys. One of my partners said they saw something fall out of the sky too, so that's why I'm kind of curious. Did you see anything land in your backyard? Or?
Well, after nothing unusual was found during a brief search of the yard, officers closed the case, labeling it unfounded. The American Meteor Society said there were other reports of an unknown object flying around that same night.
All right, welcome everybody. Yes, I know I'm a few minutes late, and I guess I got to pay $5, $1 for being late. You know, I apologize. Right before we start, a phone call came, and I think it's supposed to be like results of some skin cancer stuff. So I thought I'd try to call back real quick. Nobody's answering. So you know what? I said, cancer or not, if I have it or not, ain't gonna change from the beginning of the show to the end of the show. So I'll just call back at the end of the show. If I don't get great news, then you know what? It's not gonna make a difference, right? I better be positive because I love being positive. I love you guys, and this is what's great. All right, title of the show: UFO community is coming together, except for a few. What that really means is there's a lot of positive things in the UFO community. I know it's easy to sit there and bash everything. It's easy, you know. But you know, when you sit back from afar, right, and you start thinking about everything, right? All the UFO conferences, doesn't matter what we think of them. Not at this, not with this argument here. They have them. Doesn't matter if we learn something from them or not. You know, NASA conference and all that. In a small way, at least there's more talks about it, right? More people are talking. I've seen some channels, some movie channels that's their bread and butter. They're a movie channel, are now doing like UFO Tuesday. So in a lot of ways, you can see that people, regular people, are growing. You know, they're getting together on channels and stuff, and that's such a win. Yes, I know the Jeremy Corbells and stuff of the world. I know they're not going to go nowhere. They're not. I know that. We know that. It's just it is what it is. But beyond that, there are good vibes. You know, even when I've been negative on the Grush stuff and all that, but even when I'm negative on wanting actual answers, at least people like ourselves are talking about it. Debating, you know, debating is healthy. A healthy debate. It's healthy. It's very healthy to debate. There's nothing wrong with it at all. Disagree, agree, but at least we're talking about it. And there's more people talking about UFOs probably in the last 20, 30 years for good reasons or bad reasons. You know what I mean? So, and there's, and don't get me wrong, Jeremy Corbell's a shit. He is a shit. You know, I don't know if you guys are I don't know if you guys are liking some like what I'm doing lately on the intros, and I'm ending with the show. I'm taking like a newspaper clip and I'm putting in like a short video. I don't know if you guys are enjoying that. I hope you guys do. It's kind of like a bonus video, I guess you could say. There was a original short that I was gonna put in that intro, right? And it was one of the pilots. Okay, so before I put any kind of videos up, I check for copyrights. You know, what kind of copyrights? I don't mind the copyrights where they say, hey, you can still play it. It's not a strike. They get the money. Dude, you can have the 2-3 cents. I don't care. You can have the 2-3 cents. So one of the shorts was one of the pilots of at the hearing. And I was like, you know, it's just a short. I'm going to put it in the intro. Kind of matches the show. There was a copyright on it. And you get to, you know, you get to review the details of who's the copyrights from, or who's doing it. And the copyright for this pilot went through a company that Jimmy Corbell's in charge of. If you don't know this, so if Jimmy Corbell starts talking about somebody like a whistleblower, you know, okay, I'm not here to bash David Grush, but David Grush went to Jimmy Corbell. For Jimmy Corbell to take on you, it's like you're a client. The pilots, if you go along with Jimmy Corbell, you have to sign like an agent contract. I don't know if you know this. So like anytime when you go with them, so anytime you talk about it, you make a book, you make a movie, he gets like over 22-23% of what you get. You know what I mean? So if you go with Jimmy Corbell, and you know, you got to sign that whatever money you make, he gets 23% of it. And he'll go on Fox News, he'll go on CNN News, he'll push your story as a whistleblower. So he gets money for going on a news channel. And if you get interviewed by somebody, and when they get interviewed by these big channels, they get paid. I want you guys to know this. When they go on to these big channels, when they get interviewed, they get paid. Jimmy Corbell gets a piece of a pie from anybody that he signs with, or you signed with him. So when you ask yourself, why is everybody going to Jimmy Corbell? Is he really the gatekeeper of really to explode the information onto the world? I guess so. For a price. You got to pay for that price. It is what it is. It's a money-making world. If you guys didn't know that, so he gets over. Now, usually a standard, there's different kind of contracts. Usually a standard agent contract is anywhere from 5 to 10%. Sports contracts, agents. You're right. But UFOs have agents? Oh, yes, they do. You didn't know that? Jimmy Corbell's like an agent. He's an agent. He's no different than a sports entertainment agent. But for UFOs, because he, you know, there's not like thousands of clients like you could get in football. So his is like 23% because it's got to be more than what a sports or entertainment agent would charge, because there's a little bit less. Because to make somebody's UFO story more real, you can't have 100 to 1,000 whistleblowers all come out at once, right? You gotta pick your timing, right? All right, this month is gonna be you. In 3 months, it's going to be you. In 8 months, it's going to be you. Listen, there's already like he's not gonna come out and say it. He's already got like 30 whistleblowers, so-called whistleblowers, ready for him to bring out to the world because it's money. I told you guys this before. He was worth less than $5 million before the UFO stuff. He was a yoga guy, rich parents, did whatever he wants. Wasn't a very good producer, director. But you know what? He saw his opportunity in the UFOs and he took it. And don't And don't lie to yourself for a second that people in the community want to do the same thing. I'm telling you right now, there's people in this community who you know for a fact is ready to jump to be the next Jeremy Corbell. Don't fool yourself. And they'll do whatever it takes to get there. Whatever it takes. Kick you to the curb. You're not a good co-host. I'm going with somebody else. Oh, you're not good. You're fired. You're retired. Don't. There's people ready to be the next Jeremy Corbell. Don't let that fool you. And there's people in our community are right there ready to be the next one. And they'll pretend to be your best friend. They'll pretend to be friends. They'll pretend to say all the right things. But watch your back, people. Watch your back. And then there's a few, Tom DeLong, right? I don't know. Listen, I don't know these fuckers. I don't know them. What I'm saying is just an opinion. It's just a theory because I don't know none of these people personally. I'm just going off on what I read. What am I feeling? Right. That's the only thing I could go off on. I feel Tom DeLong really truly loves investigating UFOs. I really believe he's like I think he's like one of those perfect soldiers to investigate. I just think he got with the wrong people. He went to the dark side, right? There's that dark side. The Corey Goods of the dark side, the David Wilcox, the George Knapps, the dark side. They get in with that dark side, the money, the fame. So it's hard. So this is what we're going to do today. You guys remember I had you guys went back and you guys did a vote. Let me find it. All right. We went back. If you guys never put in your vote, this is where you can put in your vote. I took the names of what social media, this is not who I think that should be even nominated to be your representation in the UFO community. This is based on what I read through social media. Jeremy Corbell, Bob Lazar, George Knapp. I didn't think that Bob Lazar and George Knapp would have been on the social media list to be considered as your so-called UFO representation. But they were. Okay. And I put myself up against them. And I think so far we got 82 votes. And you guys voted for me to represent you guys in the UFO community. And I've been going on different channels, spreading, guys, I'm doing everything I can. I want to bring the communities together. I really have. There's been way too long that we hate this channel. We hate that channel. That channel's a backstabber channel. That channel's a backstabber channel. Listen, everybody has probably at one time, hate to say this, probably backstabbed somebody. Probably have. I know people who steal video footage from another company claiming it's their own. It happened. But you know what? You got to get over it. You got to get over it, people. Guys, get over. If you're hating, we gotta be. Listen, we're stronger together than separated. We gotta bring these channels together, people. We gotta bring it together. You know what I mean? We gotta do it. Listen. So listen. I get it. I'm not saying every one of you need to go all these channels and you hate it or stuff and do. I'll do it for you. I'm gonna do it for you. We got to bring these people together because we're stronger. Because if we don't, we're going to be overrun. by the Jeremy Corbell people. And those are usually the people that have money and power, corporations in charge. Jeremy Corbell represents the people in the corporations level, people with money. That's technically who's leading the fight for the common man. The corporations, the people, the money, Jimmy Corbell. Listen, it needs to be run by people like ourselves. But we got to stop fighting within ourselves. We got to stop fighting with other channels. If you stole the video, claiming it as your own, get over it. Throw off your panties, put on your big boy pants, get over it. We got to get over it, because to be the best community out there, we got to be above everybody else. Be above. And you channels who just love to do hit pieces, you sit there. Listen, I guarantee you guys right now, there's somebody in our community sitting right there. Right there. Oh, if Eric says this. Oh, if he says this. Oh, he says this. I'm going on live. I've seen it. And this is the most saddest thing I've ever done. I'm going to come out and say it. I'm not going to say the names of the channels. I won't do that because I'm not a kindergartner kid. I'm not a little child. But I actually went on one channel where he actually did a hit piece on somebody. I was sitting there watching this guy doing a hit piece, and I was on his screen. I felt like shit. Because you don't do that. You don't do that. I don't care if you don't like somebody. You don't do hit pieces. You don't do it. Now, I know I did not create the video, but I jumped on. You know what that means? I'm guilty by just being on there. I'm guilty. There's not a day goes by where I ask myself, why the fuck was I on that channel when he was going after somebody else? Why was I on that channel? That makes me a lowlife. I'm sitting here, I apologize for that, because I don't do hit pieces. I don't do that kind of stuff, because I want communities to get together, because it is growing. It is coming together, people. We're gonna get there. We are. I swear I tell you guys right now, if you open your hearts, and you forgive, we're going to get there as a community. We're going to be healthy. We're going to be strong. It's going to take a lot of work with all of us. Oh, hold on a second. Breaking news. I subscribe to Danny Stanton. I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to be honest with you. You know what? I'm going to tell you guys something. Everybody in the chat. If you don't know Danny Stanton from South Carolina, he is such a good man. Danny is a good man, good heart. One thing I love about watching Danny's channel, he don't give a fuck about everybody else. Danny is that guy that just wants to have a good time. He doesn't care if he's got 5 people watching. He doesn't care if he's got 2 people watching. Danny Stanton just wants to have a good time and you enjoy it. That's a great channel. So, I'm not going to go back to I'm going to have an assigned co-host anymore. I'm not going to do assign, like, I have to have a co-host. I don't have to have a co-host. No. I'm never going to go back to I have to have this one person on with me all the time. Fuck that. No more of that kind of shit. But I love having people on, like Danny Stanton is going to be coming on this Tuesday. We're going to be talking about Bigfoot cryptids tomorrow. I texted Danny yesterday. He said, let's do it. We're going to have an open forum tomorrow talking about Bigfoot. Bob, Dr. Wu loves coming in on Fridays. We're going to do that. But I'm not going to have any more the days where I have to have somebody, because I'm telling you, people, who it's It's hard. It's hard. It's hard when you have. I'm not gonna do the co-hosting. I'll have people like Danny on here from time to time. Danny wants to. So, and Danny's he's got a good heart. I love Danny. He's got a great heart. You know, we're gonna continue with that kind of stuff. And then, hold on, accept me, Eric. Eric, hold on. Eric has no chance. I'm his older brother. It is. So first of all, as your rep, got a website up. I'm gonna show you this website, and I know on this website, you guys seen every single one of these stories. I know you guys have. I know you have, but as your representation, I feel like let's go over these again. Let's watch a video on some of these. Let's go over it again. Let's reevaluate. Do we think it's real or not? Now, I need you guys to remember this. There is no wrong answer. There's only your answer. It's your answer. Whatever your answer is, real or not, all that matters is what you think for yourself. And I always say, be kind to other people. Because at the end of the day, we don't know what's true or not, right? We don't know. That's fake. That's real. Unless somebody comes out in a suit, in a Bigfoot suit, you know what I mean? Like obvious, we don't know. And even if the government comes out, oh, we found out that this was this. You can't trust that either. Government's gonna lie to say, oh, we discovered what this video was. So you got to take everything with a grain of salt. It's like we all say we don't trust the government, but when they come out and say, "Oh, this video footage was actually this," then we decide to believe them. We decide to believe them because we like the word fake better. It's more exciting. It's more sexy. Like, we got that motherfucker. It's fake, and it could be. What I'm just saying is, let's just respect each other and let's see. Let's check out this fucking list here. All right? What is this list? The 5 most credible modern UFO sightings. The 5 most credible modern UFO sightings. And again, I know we've seen this, but you know what? We never, us on this channel, you and I never discussed these. So let's do it. Let's discuss them. All right. Let's see here. Number 1. The lights above the New Jersey Turnpike in 2001. Look, there's burgers. Woo, man, look at that bacon. God damn it. I was about to look at that and read that and look at that food. Isn't that chicken shit of it making you hungry? What the fuck is wrong with that? What is wrong with that? Showing food. Oh, man. So let's take a look at this. Okay, it says it takes a lot of motorists to stop alongside a highway to look towards the sky. But only on July 14, 2001, drivers on the New Jersey Turnpike did just that. For around 15 minutes, just after midnight, they marveled at a sight of a strange orange and yellow lights in a V formation over the Arthur Kill waterway between Staten Island, New York, and New Jersey. I was actually stationed in New Jersey in the Coast Guard. I was stationed at Cape May, New Jersey. So yeah, and one of the things. Now I was in New Jersey in 1990. Hold on a second. I got my military card. 1997. So I was in 2001. I wasn't there anymore. I was back on the Washington side. So and all that. So I was stationed in Cape May, New Jersey, which I still remember. Cape May, New Jersey had like the biggest fucking cockroaches. My brother would tell you we grew up with cockroaches in California. We were living in Kerman, outside of Fresno. And my brother would tell you, this might sound gross. All you guys are probably going to leave the channel now. But this is no shit. We would turn on the lights. And then the whole walls were covered. I'm serious, with cockroaches. I'm serious. There is cockroaches like hell up in the valley of California. And you turn on the light, you saw all these cockroaches just scattered. I mean, listen, we were poor. We weren't borrowing no silver spoons in our mouths. Listen, one parent, one father, mom left when I was a baby. We had no money for a bug killer. I guess you could say bug killer, exterminators, whatever you want to call it. And we turn on the lights and cockroaches. But I was in New Jersey. These fucking cockroaches were like huge. Big wings. I'm like, God damn. But here, I got a video about the New Jersey lights, and then I want to get your guys' opinion about this. All right, here we go.
Hundreds of people reported seeing more than a dozen bright yellow or orange lights moving across the stars. Carteret police saw them too. Nobody knows what they were, although some have some interesting theories about visitors from outer space. Apparently, they were not space junk or meteors. NASA officials say the U.S. Space Command reported no large objects re-entering the atmosphere yesterday, and they say meteors usually move much faster than these lights you're looking at in the sky.
Very interesting.
The lights in the sky over New Jersey. Many people have come forward to say they saw flickering golden lights over Arthur Kill near Carteret last night. Now, police have been unable to identify the source, and Newark airport officials say there were no unusual flight patterns in the area at the time. 911 got dozens of calls from eyewitnesses to report the bizarre orange flares in the sky.
I wasn't alarmed, but in any case, because for the simple fact that it was peaceful.
All right, one person in the chat already said, where is it? Said flares. Okay, the dog man. So as we finish the video, I would love for you guys in the chat right now, put in the chat what's causing this. Doesn't matter if you've seen this before or not. This might be brand new for some of you for the first time. We're gonna go through these. This is what we do. We're gonna go through these videos again. Let's find out. So one person put flare. Start putting in what is this, and if you think it's real or fake, and not one, I guarantee not one person is gonna put you down for what you think. If they do, I'm gonna kick his ass out. Right? So start putting in there about what you think in that 2001.
Very peaceful, very serene, very beautiful, and I just think we witnessed some type of miracle phenomenon. Absolutely.
Now the whole thing has others absolutely baffled. A meteorologist with the National Weather Service says there was nothing in the weather to cause the unexplained spectacle. It's caused quite a debate here on the Eyewitness Newsroom.
It has. You
really
notice they were
has.
flying in a V formation, and you know my theory: birds with flashlights.
You know, I don't know how I feel when news channels kind of do that. It's hard, right? Because we joke around too. But it's like, are they joking around to make fun of you? You know what I mean? Or what? I never really like those kind of comments in a way. But like I said, I don't lose sleep over their comments. Birds with flashlights, la 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 la. I guess there's people out there that would do that. I bet you they would. I'm sure they would.
Yeah, that's plausible. Very plausible.
That is so good.
Let me check that out.
That is really...
Birds with
that's
flashlights.
The first one. Come on, Ritter. You got a good explanation?
Planes, airplanes. Gotta be.
No.
The airport said they weren't airplanes.
Well, maybe a different airport.
Okay, we got it. They're yelling. We got
Are
to
they
do the
yelling at
weather.
us
They're
already?
yelling.
We can talk about this.
Seen over Carteret and Staten Island last weekend. About 16 lights floated over the Arthur Kill for maybe 4 or 5 minutes. The lights stopping traffic on the turnpike as people wondered if they might be, well, UFOs. Well, News Channel 4 sent videotape of the phenomenon to NASA. The space agency tells us those lights were not space debris. They were not meteorites. Instead, NASA says they had every appearance of being airborne flares, maybe released by a National Guard unit or as a prank from a private plane.
All right. So let's break it down. So 2001. Hold on. Let's go back. Let me just show. Okay. So we're talking about the 2001, the lights above New Jersey Turnpike. I don't live maybe Long Island Bigfoot still in the chat. I saw him earlier. I know he lives in Staten Island. No, I mean, well, he lives in Long Island, not Staten Island. Long Island. Long Island. What do they think it is? Is it flares? Is that really what it is? You know, birds with flashlights? Maybe. So anybody in the chat is putting up there what those were? Let me see here. It's not fake. It's Air Force training flares. Okay. All right. A dragon? Okay. That's a lot of dragons. There's more than one. But all right. All right. We have a few UFO sites in the UK. I accordingly fill up the party balloons with lights and the helium and let them go. Might be Chinese lanterns. That's a good one. That's a good one. And that's a good one. Yeah. Oh shit. Hold on a second. I'm sorry. Give me a second. Sorry. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I'm sorry, guys. Sometimes I'm getting these ice headaches. Just and these ice headaches just hit you out of nowhere. It's like sometimes if you sleep wrong or something, the nerves are being pinched, and it gives you these ice headaches, and it just hit me. Oh God, I hate when the fucking ice headaches hit you. It just hits you all of a sudden. It feels like your fucking brain is being squished, and okay. So, okay, lanterns. I can see that. And remember, government's going to cover things up. Well, I guess they didn't really cover anything up, right? NASA said it didn't know what they were. They thought it was flares. So lanterns, flares could be all good ones. Good ones. Hi, Eric. Chat. All right. What did you say? Did American Muhammad? And you know what? Again, I am. Listen, I am no expert to know exactly. Listen, you got to be flying up there to know exactly what they are. I am not sitting here. I know they said it's probably not space, but if you guys ever look at that that video link from like Ron, Cosmic Neighbor has of the junk that's in space, all that junk that is floating around. If we have that much junk, I mean, I don't know how junk floats around in space. Maybe you guys in the chat knows how. I don't. I don't know how junk floats around in space. But if there's a lot of junk, I'm guessing those are broken satellites that are not used versus working satellites. So what I'm trying to get at is no, exactly. Because what I'm trying to get at, I think Ron, I think you know what I'm trying to get at. Do we know exactly on how the junk of it floats around? So what I'm saying is I know NASA saying they're not satellites or whatever in space, but if we got all that junk, technically, could that be the junk garbage for space? Or, you know, I'm just, like I said, I want to learn. Could those be the junks? Because, Ron, if I'm wrong, if something breaks up there, it's not like we're bringing it back down to Earth, right? It just stays up there. It floats. If they can repair it, they will. But I mean, okay, here we go. There is debris burning up in our atmosphere every day. So then could that be a possibility of that Jersey thing is just debris burning up through the atmosphere? It would create fire, right? It would create heat. It would look like a Chinese lantern. It'll probably look like, right? Flash Gordon. Yeah. I know the movie Flash Gordon. Well, guys, let's move on to number 2. Let's check out number 2. The USS Nimitz encounter in 2004. All right. Now, this is in 2004. So on November 14th, 2004, the USS Princeton, part of the USS Nimitz carrier strike group, noted as an unknown craft on radar 100 miles off the coast of San Diego for 2 weeks. The crew had been tracking objects that appear at 80,000 feet and then plummeted to over right above the Pacific Ocean. I'm going to play a video. Like I said, again, people, I know a lot of you seen these, already made up your mind, but we haven't never discussed it together. You and I have not discussed this. And this is what we're here to do today. We are going to discuss it once and for all. As your representation, you guys voted me to represent you, and that's what I'm here to do.
There's a whole fleet of them. Look on the SA. My gosh.
These 3 videos, released by the Department of Defense, have changed the way many people see what we can't explain.
The moment you mention UFO, immediately what comes to mind are little green men, tinfoil hats. That's not at all what we're dealing with.
What your opinions? I want to hear. I want to know.
In 2004, off the coast.
What your opinion about that guy? You know that guy? You put your opinion. Put your opinions in the chat while we speak. This is how we all learn different people's opinions. This is not what the media is saying. I'm just showing you a video clip of what the story's about, and you and I will all share information. Just pretend you're watching it for the first time. All right? This is what we do as a community.
Of California, an F-18 Super Hornet training exercise was suddenly interrupted by a call over the radio that would come to define Commander David Fravor's career.
You know, there's certain things in your life where you just remember in vivid detail what happened. And that's one of them, because it's honestly the strangest, most obscure thing I've ever seen flying.
Fravor, the commanding officer of the Navy's Strike Fighter Squadron 41, and another F-18 scrambled to check out an unusual radar blip 80 miles off the coast.
So as we're looking around, the backseater in the other airplane comes up and says, "Hey, Skipper, do you see?" And before he says it, I'm like, "Dude, do you see that?" As soon as we look down, we see the whitewater, and then we see this little white tic-tac. It's pointing north-south, and it's just going forward, back, left, right.
It's just bouncing around?
Yeah, like...
Hold on a second. Eric must have a nightmare trying to follow chat. Wait till he has 1,000 views. Okay. Eric must have a nightmare trying chat. Wait till he has 1,000 views. Oh, cool. Cool. Love it. Take your shots. Take your shots, baby. You wanna be a jackass and make some comments about 1,000 views? I'll tell you one thing, Zerg UFO, and maybe I'm reading your message wrong. Maybe I am, or maybe I'm not. I'll tell you what. I don't give a shit if I get 1,000 views or not. I don't buy views. I don't buy subscribers. I don't buy views. You need to ask yourself, Zerg UFO. Look at the channels within 1 year. So all of a sudden, Zerg, they're getting thousands and thousands and thousands of subscribers. Thousands of subscribers. Some are reaching the 20s, 17s. My channel's been up for 2018. But these brand new channels, just like here, only 20 to 35 people watching. And there's great channels that have 3,000 people, 5,000 people that work hard. They get over 100 people. So, was he being nice? I hope he's being nice, because sometimes I read him like I can't tell if they're taking stabs at me or not. I can't tell. So I'm hoping he's not taking a stab. And if he took it that way, I apologize. But sometimes I can't tell. I can't tell. Oh, you're right. You're right. I think he means when your chat has 1K in it, like a compliment. Oh, thank God. Thank God. Guys, on Friday, I did the Mandela Effect show. And oh my fucking God. Oh my God. Zerg UFO, if I look like I'm saying, I apologize. What I'm saying is true. There are people who buy views and clicks and all that. There are people. That was not a shot. No, that's awesome. On Friday, when I did the Mandela Effect show, oh my God, guys. Oh my God. Oh, people came out of the fucking bushes and just like bam, bam, hitting me into the left. Like, oh, Eric, you're so fucking stupid. Time travel. Then explain the continent shifting. Well, first of all, believing in the Mandela effect or not doesn't mean you have to believe in every single thing that somebody says. What if somebody believes in the Mandela effect and doesn't believe in the ground shifting, right? Doesn't believe in the ground shifting. And it's just like people were hitting me up and down. I apologize, Zerg UFO. I apologize. But man, if I had got 1,000 people in the chat, you're right. You're right. That is impossible to read or not. That is impossible. So that's awesome. Let's listen to this guy. Let's listen to this guy.
Ping pong ball.
What was its shape? What was its? What did it look like? It was.
Hold on a second. Long Island Bigfoot's got a cool new logo. Does he? Oh, you're right. He does, huh? I can't. Hold on. Hold on. Oh wow. It's hard to see that small. Is that like a fire little flame? Is that a big I'm gonna have to like go on a bigger screen after the show and check out this logo. Long Island Bigfoot podcast. Wow. Yeah, no problem, man. No problem. But I'm glad you. I'm still glad you brought that up, because, again, there are people that are buying their clicks and views, and there are, because there's no. Listen, we all want to grow. We not one podcast gonna say don't wish to be grown, but there are just some channels are growing somehow so fast, but they're not showing it in the chat. It's weird to me. It's weird. It's like, you're all gonna get there. We're all gonna get there, but we don't need to cheat, buy subs. We don't need to buy likes, on purpose.
It's made out of
like a perfectly smooth white Tic Tac. Or for people that need a bigger visualization, a giant propane tank.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for keep pausing. I'm too broke to buy subs. Hey. I forgot. Hold on a second. Let me pull this one thing up real quick. Hold on a second. I apologize for this. 1 second. 1 second. I know all of you in here. I know you guys know Jessica Jones. I know that. I think all you guys know Jessica Jones. My brother was on her channel. Here, I'll put the link in the chat. Put it in the chat. That was a kick-ass show. Jessica Jones is one of the coolest chicks out there. She is one of the coolest person out there. She's willing to listen. She has her opinion. She listens to two opinions. And she did a kick-ass show just the other day with Bigfoot Michigan Rob, which was a fantastic. So, if you guys haven't seen that, I put it here. Did I put it here? Yeah, I put it in there. Check it out. If you're not subscribed to Jessica Jones, I'm telling you guys right now, she is truly one of the good ones. She really is. She's one of the good ones. You know? And she has a heart, and she has a heart of gold. You know, I wasn't going through something over the weekend, but there was something that where something happened, whatever, and Jessica like talked to me through a text and all that. Like she we literally had a conversation, and it's great to have people that, I guess you could say, have your back. You know what I mean? Like, because I went something through the weekend, and she's just fantastic. So, and all that. So I want to bring that. So if you don't know her channel, if one of you or two of you don't know her channel, if anything you get out of my show today is she is one of the great ones. And again, now I'm not saying it's just because she's a woman or not, but I love seeing more women in the community talking, but she's doing it for a long time. She's not new. Don't get me wrong. She's not new. Been doing it for a long time, but I love seeing different tastes, styles. And it's great for the community. This is what makes the community come together. Exactly what the title is. UFO community is coming together. It's all coming together. Seeing Bigfoot community here, seeing paranormal community here, seeing all of you here, even though we're talking about UFOs and your main thing is another, not the main thing, but okay. For example, Long Island Bigfoot, that's his name, right? Long Island Bigfoot. So in theory, you're thinking he's mostly Bigfoot. It makes sense. I mean, that's oh, you can't help me with nothing else. You're good. You're good to go, okay? Have fun, Siri. Have fun. But he listens to UFOs, paranormal. You know what I mean? Is what a community is. I don't like to be simulcast to a certain kind of a you're locked in here. You're a UFO guy. Get the fuck out of here. You're a Bigfoot guy. You get out of here. I wish you guys would have seen this. I said, get out of here. My dog got up and walked towards the door. I'm sorry, let's finish the video.
Fravor says the F-18s began circling, Fravor at 20,000 feet, and the so-called Tic Tac only about 50 feet above the surface of the water.
And I say, hey, I'm going to go check this thing out. And the other pilot stays and says, hey, I'm going to stay up high. And then it starts coming up at us. We call it two-circle fight, but it's coming up. I'm coming down. So it literally is aware we're there. There's no doubt because it mirrored me. So here it is. I cut across and I get to about half a mile of it. So I'm about halfway across the circle. As it gets in front of me, it just goes poof and it's gone. And it's gone like that fast.
What do you mean poof, it's gone?
I mean exactly that. Like it's 1 minute it's there and the next second it's like magic trick. So I asked the other airplane, I said, hey, do you guys see that? And they're like, it's gone. It just disappeared.
When you saw this kind of performance, what was the first thing that went through your mind?
What the hell was that?
Once back on the carrier, Fravor's team told the next crew what had happened, and that crew took off ready to capture something on camera. And this is what they saw.
I guess the biggest question is, what do you think it is?
What do you guys think it is? You think the TikTok video is real? Exploring hard. I am a paranormal researcher, and I'm still am fascinated by aliens and cryptids. And you know what, Harley? I've always said this, that as an investigator, anybody can take this with a grain of salt. I'm not here. I'm not no expert, but I would say a good investigator should be prepared for all three, right? The UFO, the paranormal, the aliens, great. Because how many stories have you heard that grays, shadow people that's been in your house, right? The ghost you thought you're looking at could be a gray, right? The shadow people. I mean, if you seriously think about it, don't you want to know? I mean, don't you truly want to know? Because what if, in theory, why is my Siri talking to me? She goes, uh-huh. Oh. If you hear a noise out in the woods, most likely they're animals, but animals, it's been proven that they could be as a ghost just as much as a human. Their energy and spirits too. So what if you hear a knocking sound on a tree, even though you're on a Bigfoot investigation, right? What if that knocking is paranormal? It's a ghost doing it. You know what I mean? So what I'm trying to say is, don't you want to be prepared? And I get it. There's some communities that get that UFO shit out of here. Get that Bigfoot shit out of here. You know what I mean? Get that crap out of here. But don't you want to know? Aren't we all trying to look for the truth? So that TikTok video, guys, this one here.
I honestly don't know. I don't think that we have developed that technology. I don't think we developed it.
Do we think the TikTok video is real? I want to know from you guys right now. What's your opinion about the TikTok video?
It was pretty spectacular.
A report
Do
from
we
that
believe that
incident
pilot?
eventually made its way to the Pentagon.
Now, I will say this. His video that I was originally this is the pilot that I was originally trying to show in the intro. But his video had a copyright that was connected with Jeremy Corbell. And all because he's connected with Jeremy Corbell, I'm not saying that's automatically going to make his stuff fake or real based on Jeremy Corbell, but it's got to be known that he is connected to Jeremy Corbell. All right, here we go. TikTok, real. JoJo, real. No. Great show again. Have to go. Hey, you have a good one, man. You have a good one, my friend. Danny Satin. Are all the Amazon products, they create their own mesh network? Yes, very true, Danny. Ring makes a mesh network. I base it on its real, nothing else. Okay. I want to know, where is he at? Zerg UFO, what's your opinion on it? What's your opinion on it? I'd like to know your opinion. I want somebody that's from the, I mean, you're going to all communities, but you're morally, you have a lot of UFO community. What the channels you've been through, what are they saying about the TikTok video? If you're still here, I don't know if you're still here. I also has to be known that he said he used to love playing UFO hoaxes on people and friends. Wow. Really? I'll be honest. I did not hear that. Maybe I should. Maybe I should have. I apologize to you all because I didn't hear that. Love playing UFO hoaxes. You're making tea? so Zurich, no problem. What's your opinion on the Tic Tac video? Do you feel that the Tic Tac video is real? I'm curious what you think. Again, there's no right or wrong answer in this. He said it on Rogan. You know, I can't speak for people, but if you're making a claim that like a TikTok video is real, right? The TikTok's real. And you go on Joe Rogan and you mention that you used to play hoax. Why would you do that? What? Why would you do that? I'm serious. Why would you go on Joe Rogan and say, "Oh yeah, I used to hoax"? I want to find that clip after the show. I'm going to find that. I want to find that clip because why would you do that? You just for the people, for the skeptics who for the people and skeptics who automatically would never gonna believe you, they're gonna jump on that little saying like flies on shit. They're gonna jump on that like it's nothing. You know what I mean? Like, see, he just admitted it. Now, like I said, I think Ron's gonna look for that clip because sometimes you also got to listen to it. How he's saying it too. Is it like in a joking manner or like I used to play jokes until I seen it, then I realized this shit is real. You know what I mean? Was it in that kind of context? So, oh God, I forgot to bring this up. R.I.P. Suzanne Summers from Three's Company TV show. She passed away. She was 76. And I didn't know she was battling breast cancer for 23 years. Suzanne Summers was battling cancer for 23 years. And there's something else that Suzanne Summers never got the respect that she deserved. She is one of the original women who said, hey, why is Ritter and them getting triple the pay as us? We're just as important to the show as he is. We should all be making the same amount of money. She is one of the first ones that literally took a stand and saying this is wrong. And what they did, if you guys don't know this, they push her away off the set, where she was only making a phone call into the show. If you remember before, they went to a new person and they ended up firing her when she just wanted equal pay. And she is one of the first ones to really show the world that a person could be just as important to a show and you get fucked with pay. Hey, X-Files. I love the X-Files. You guys all the X-Files. Fox and Mulder. Fox Mulder was making way more money than Scully. Now, in the beginning, I understand that because he had a name. she hasn't got a name yet. So you're going to get base pay based on where your popularity is at that moment of time. But sooner or later, the show becomes really, truly about both of you. And then the pay scale should have matched. Three's Company pay scale should have matched. So Summers deserve a lot of credit for being one of the first ones to say, this ain't fucking right. And they fucking fired her for it. Sad fucking world. Sad world. Can't believe it. All right, I apologize. Let's see here. No, I would love to believe, but take it all with a pinch of salt. If they were real, I think some country would use to use that tech. Good point. That's a good point. I think these Tic Tac UFOs are falling angels. I've heard that before. And listen, you could be right. What do I know? I am a dog man, release me. So me, if you believe that you believe anything. Yeah, Judy, she really represents, she deserved more. They fired her for equality. Let me see here. Yeah, I saw that this morning. I know it's sad. I fought violent battle, used natural remedies for many years. Everybody's so busy claiming hoax. What do you want from people? Believe it or not, that's a merry-go-round we're led by. Yep. All right. Let's move on. Let's move on to number 3. This is kind of good. Went over the time slot of the show, but you know, it happens here. All right, number 3, O'Hara International Airport saucer, 2006. Flight 446 was getting ready to fly to North Carolina from Chicago. O'Hara International Airport with the United Airlines employees on a tarmac. Notice a dark gray metallic craft hovering over gate C-17 that day. November 7, 2006, a total of 12 United employees and a few witnesses outside the airport spotted the saucer craft around 4:15 p.m. The witness says it hovered for over 5 minutes before shooting upward, where it broke a hole in the cloud. Enough the pilots and mechanics could see the blue sky. The news report became the most read story on the Chicago Tribune website on this date. Blah, 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 blah. All right. O'Hara. What do we think? Is that it? Hold on. All right. This is a video of the pilot talking about it. This is the actual footage of the pilot explaining on what he's seeing. All right.
It's Sue from United Tower. Hey, Sue. Hey, did you see a flying disc out by C-17?
Oh, don't even start, Sue.
No,
You're seeing flying discs.
well, that's what the pilot and the ramp guys are telling us. The C-17, they saw some flying disc above it. We can't see above us.
Come on, Sue.
You didn't see it, right?
Hey, you guys been celebrating the holidays already over there or what? You having a Christmas party today? I have not seen anything, Sue. And if I did, I wouldn't admit to it. No, I have not seen any flying disc at gate C-17. Unless you got a new aircraft you're bringing out today that we don't know about. No, I have not seen anything, so.
All right.
If I do, I don't know what I'll do. If I see, I guess I'll back it up with you, but no, I'll keep an eye out.
All right, bye.
All right, there.
Okay. I mean, you heard that part. Fake? What do we think? What do we think? Dogman New Command says fake. Real funny not. It's on IWAC's plane. So what do we think? Rest of you. Did he really see or not? Here, let's hear a little bit more while you guys put in your chat. Fake or not?
Dwight.
Dwight.
Yes.
What happened to Dave? Did he have to take a break because I called him?
No.
This is Sue from United.
Yes.
Dude, there was a disc out there flying around.
There was a what?
A disc.
A disc? Can you hang on 1 second?
Sure, Dwight.
Okay, I'm sorry. What can I do for you now?
All right. I told Dave there was a disc flying outside above Charlie 17, and he thought I was pretty much high. But I'm not high and I'm not drinking.
Yeah.
Someone actually has a picture of it. So if you guys see it out there,
A disc, like a frisbee.
like a UFO type thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have a picture of it.
How high above Charlie 17?
Well, it was above our tower. So if you happen to see anything.
You know what? I'll keep a peeled eye for that.
All right.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Tower Cab, this is Dave.
Okay, Roger, over at United AGC.
Yeah, Roger.
I got an interesting one for you guys here. Some of our employees, I don't know if you heard anything about this, some of our pilots on the ground were reporting a UFO sighting at 1,000 feet from the beachside of the airport. Did you guys do anything about that?
You know what? The ramp tower called me, I want to say about 10, 15 minutes ago. We have not seen anything up there.
Okay.
Because she said it was right around gate C-17.
Now, Mr. Robert T. Wood wrote, "It's real." Laugh out loud. Now, are you saying that as being sarcastic? It's real, or you're just being sarcastic, like it's real? Laugh out loud, because you know.
But I mean, and since she called, I've been looking, but we have not seen anything.
Okay.
You know, I mean, if we do, oh well. You know.
Well, no, I was just wondering. Maybe we'll have to give him C7 right.
Yeah, I know. Either that, or you guys unveiled a brand new aircraft that I didn't tell anybody about.
I know.
But no, we have not seen anything. But we will surely keep an eye out. That's for sure.
Thank you very much.
No problems.
United Maintenance 44.
Okay, it's 44. Thank you. All right. 44 is going around the Northport.
Excellent.
You got Eagle and SkyWest over here coming around this way. He's turning in no factory. We got no other gate holes. All right. Somebody reported a UFO or a flying disc above Charlie Tank. Seriously.
Excellent.
Yeah. So nobody can see it, but use caution.
All right.
And that's
You know, guys, I worked at the airport. It's legit. What Robert Wood is talking about is he worked at the Boeing Museum of Flight, and Boeing Museum of Flight is Boeing. It's connected with Boeing Airport. So what Bob's talking about, not like Seattle International Airport. Bob's talking about he worked for the Boeing Museum of Flight. It is connected. And let's just say that Boeing is connected with NASA, it's connected with that. So, you know, and when you say it's a legit, I'm just asking, Robert, is it legit because you're basing it on what you're hearing, or have you heard the airport that you're at talk about this? You know what I mean? Like, did you hear them talk about this? Robert, I remember you talking about this on your channel. This is exactly why PPL don't admit to sightings. Yes. Yep. NASA. Yeah, because Boeing, guys, we live in Washington. Boeing's huge up here. Boeing is huge. You know, my son went to when he was in high school, he went to an aviation high school that was connected with the Boeing Museum Flight Airport. So I was seeing these planes every single day. Yeah, they talked about it at the museum. Oh, okay. Okay. Hey, guys, I'm going to say something right now. This is why we do this show. That is exactly why we do this show. Because different people have different perspectives for different reasons. Bob's perspective is because he worked at Boeing Museum of Flight that's connected to the Boeing airport, and Bob is an archaeologist, so he talks to a lot of these people, which Bob worked his way up in that company for years. So, you know what I mean? So, this is where you need to be open-minded, and you need to start to, you know, listen to all different sides too, because if one guy says no and one guy says yes, you have to ask the question, why do you say no? What do you know that we don't know? You know what I'm talking about? And when a person says yes, well, because I work for flight. Okay, there's a connection there on why you're giving that answer. When you say no, what is your connection? Is it based on You heard somebody else talking about it. You know what I mean? You got to follow the crumbles, right? You got to follow the information. Where are you feeling you're getting your information to come up with the yes or no? That's very important. Very important. So, again, if you don't think it's real, don't change your mind just because Bob worked at a bowling museum and they talked about it, you know. But if his helps you one way or other, I don't know, maybe you're on the borderline if it's real or not. You're like, oh, well, he worked there. He heard them talk. I know you still got to trust the person. But that's the best part about why we're doing this. To share it. And that's the best part. It's up to you on what you get to decide. It's up to you. That's the most beautiful part about this. There is no right or wrong answer. You know what I mean? There is no right or wrong answer. Love you guys. All right. We got 2 more left. And then you guys are probably like ready to get the hell out of here. Yeah, actually, I hope you guys are enjoying yourselves. Really, I really do. The Stephenville sightings in 2008. So a small town of Stephenville, Texas, 100 miles from Dallas, is mostly known for its dairy farms. Dairy farm sounds like Kermit, California. But on the evening of January 8th, 2008, dozens of its residents view something unique in the sky. Citizens reporting seeing white lights above Highway 67, but in a single horizontal arc and then a vertical parallel lines. Local pilot Steve Allen estimated that the strobe lights span about a mile long and a half mile wide, traveling about 3,000 miles per hour. No sound was reported. Well, let's listen to the video.
Stephenville, Texas is a typical American small town. The folks here are proud of their high school's football.
Hold on. Zerg UFO. Are you saying that the Stephenville sighting is a joke? Or are you saying O'Hara International is a joke? What story are you saying, in your opinion, is a joke?
Football team and proud to be the #1 dairy county in the state. Stephenville may be typical, but what's happening in the skies above it is a whole nother story.
It kind of is the talk of the town right now.
Angela Joyner is a reporter with the town's newspaper. She's now on the strangest and possibly the biggest story of her life. For days, people have been emailing and calling the newsroom saying they've seen a UFO.
It was very intense, bright lights. I keep hearing that over and over and over, and they spanned a wide area.
It's so fast when it took off, you know, and it made not a sound.
Ricky Sorrells was deer hunting in these woods when he says the UFO stopped and hovered just over his head.
And I did just like this, and I could see it. And if you look at the trees, you know, it's right here. I mean, it's 300 foot up, right here.
Sorrells thought about shooting at the object, but didn't want to start an interstellar war.
Oh, God. I'm not laughing because saying this story, fake or real, I thought about shooting at it. Isn't that a typical fucking American? You don't understand what it is. It might not even be a danger to you. You're actually physically thinking about shooting at it. Listen, if it was going to chase you, I get that. But it's just typical that let's shoot. O'Hare, pronounced O'Hare. Well.
So he lowered his gun and hightailed it back to the house. He still isn't sure what he saw.
I would like to think that it was man-made. I would like to think that. To know that, I don't know.
You see it right there, east-northeast. It's right here, right in this direction, right here. I saw it at about 70 degrees up from the horizon.
Jason Lee also saw the object, describing it as a bright light in the sky, brighter than a star and larger. It isn't the first time Lee has seen a UFO.
There it is right there.
In 1995, he took this video of what he says was a flying saucer over his hometown of Cleburne, Texas, and he believes this recent sighting was not of this earth.
What I thought it was obviously some technology from another dimension, another world. I don't know. I'm not going to say little green men.
According to the Mutual UFO Network, there are about 200 reported UFO sightings a month in the U.S. The network is sending investigators to look into these recent reports. Rich Matthews, The Associated Press, Steve.
Okay. He said most of our crash retrievals stated by whistleblowers have been shut down by our government. Oh yeah. Listen, if the government's gonna shoot something down, they'll shoot something down. Don't get me wrong. The government's gonna do what they're gonna do. They think there's any danger, shoot it down. Shoot it down. We'll ask questions later. But I'm talking about a regular person. You know what I mean? Like I hate it when I hear words like a person is going to go hunt down Bigfoot. I hate that. Listen, why are you going out to hunt and kill something? I get it. If something is threatening you, you got to protect yourself. That's one thing. What I'm saying is, but just a point, because you don't understand what you're seeing, that is no excuse. If you're threatened, that's one thing. You don't shoot or hit or slap or make fun of somebody because you don't understand. Okay. All right. Is that story real or fake? What do you guys think of O'Hare, however you guys want to say it? Is that real or not? I saw a lot of people in the chat saying, I think my friend, hold on. O'Hare, okay. I'm pronouncing it wrong. I apologize, my friend. Let's see here. Let's see here. Fake. Too much details. And you're right. Sometimes you can get way too much details. It's like, how do you know so much for something being so far up and something that happens so quick? You're right. Sometimes there is too much information. My videos, I shudder. All right. Anybody else? All right. Real, but exaggerated. And that's a good point, too. There could be something up there. Could be a balloon. Could be anything. But you exaggerate. You can exaggerate. That is. I have told people this. There's a fine line of exaggeration. Listen. True stories are exaggerated in the movies, TV shows, exaggeration. People write books, exaggerated. I'm sure classified information that was written by man or woman, exaggerated. There is a point where exaggerating too much is the same thing as lying. Same thing as lying. There's no difference. So there is a limit to exaggeration. I just wish that people wouldn't have to exaggerate in the first place. But I get it. I mean, I don't get it, but okay. Laugh out loud. I get your humor, Zerg. You're taking the piss. So all right, we got one more. And I promise I'll end this show, and you guys don't have to see my ugly face until tomorrow. Okay, we got one more. East Coast Go Fast video. East Coast Go Fast. East Coast Go Fast. You know, I have to go to East Coast almost every year because that's where my wife, she was raised up in Cortland, up near Syracuse area, upstate New York. So I go to New York every year. So I have a lot of lot of respect for the East Coast and all that, and then it's so. All right, East Coast go fast video. When news leaked in 2017 about advanced aviation threat identification program, a video emerged that revealed an encounter between FA-18 Super Hornet and unidentified aerial phenomena seen along the East Coast on the Raytheon Advanced Targeting Forward-Looking and Flared Pod craft was similar to the spotted of San Diego in 2004. A fast-moving white oval about 45 feet long without wings or the exhaust plume. The pilot tracks the object at 25,000 feet above Atlantic Ocean as it flew away, seamlessly rotated on its axis. No explanation ever emerged. All right. I got last video. Why I played this video, if you know this story, start putting it in there right now on what you think of the East Coast Go Fast video. You guys gonna have to read it. I'm not gonna read this. What would you hear? Actually, U.S. pilots who are highly trained. They are gonna talk in there.
Echo 61 Tango Project, over. Roger, there's troubleshooting. Did you box moving target? No, I took an auto track. Oh, okay. Oh my gosh, dude. Wow, look at that fly. Echo 61 Tango Project, over.
Hold on a second. I'm sorry. I'm not laughing. I'm saying this is fake or not, but that image right there looks like a what do you call the Star Wars? The oh god, the Star Wars. What do you guys call it? Call that one in Star Wars. That's the fuck. I know Star Wars. God damn it. The Star Wars Empire ships. God damn it. What is that? Why am I forgetting that name? What do you call that, guys? TIE Fighter. God damn it, the TIE Fighter. No, the X-Wing. The X-Wing is the Rebels. TIE Fighter. Doesn't that look like a TIE Fighter right there? I can't believe I forgot the TIE Fighter. I'm a big, huge Star Wars guy, and I forgot TIE Fighter. It looks like a TIE Fighter right there.
Roger, there's troubleshooting. Did you box moving target? No, I took an auto track. Oh, okay.
All right. We have never discussed that shot on this channel. We're going to do it right now. Is it real? Now, some of you I saw says real. Said it's real. Everybody's telling me TIE Fighter. I can't believe it's real, but UFO, I don't think so. Okay, so you think it's real, but it's not a UFO from another planet. It's man-made. Renz, you are sentenced to watch Star Wars this week. The Empire at War. So the two bars are lack of signal. Okay, so final one. Is that real or is it not? And I'm kind of agreeing with a lot of people that yeah, the footage is definitely real, but it's not really a UFO from another planet. I think this one has been blown all out of proportion. There is probably a real world explanation. Well, Well, Arlene, any video over time starts to get overblown, starts to get exaggerated. It happens, right? A video comes out, somebody who really has no claims to it at all start putting in a claim and start making it their own. And they start to get like okay, like Jeremy Corbell, right? He jumped on these. His so-called team would justify it a certain way to use it for themselves to make money, for clicks, for views. And everybody has a team, right? And that's like I said, UFO community is coming together except for a few. And what I mean by the few is when people take footages as what they are, making it their own, they start exaggerating, blowing out of proportion. How can I make $1 off of that video? Now, don't get me wrong. I use these videos as a way to tell you what I'm talking about, right? You can either see the video, is it from a news channel? Is it from whatever organization it is? I'm using the video as a discussion piece. I don't ever put claims that these videos are mine or make claims where I'm creating this fake team for a fake evaluation so I can make money off of it. I use these videos as a talking piece so we can have a discussion on it. That's what I use these videos. I know some people say, well, Eric, you're showing the videos. Yes, I am. But I use it as a discussion piece. I'm not using it to try to sway you to think one way or not. I let you guys tell me what you think it's real or not. I think it's something, but it's not from out of this world. It's not from another planet. Clickbait merchant, yes. That's exactly what I'm saying. When you're using it for those reasons, that's wrong. In the video that I've shown, I have never used the video as a clickbait to make shirts, merchandise, make money off, like what I have a problem with Jeremy Corbell. When anytime he gets with a so-called whistleblower, like I said in the beginning of the show, they have to sign a contract with Jeremy Corbell. One of the videos I wanted to show you, it was from one of those pilots that was at a hearing, but there was a copyright claim that went to his company. So I'm not going to use it. Even though I might get 2 cents, I've always said this. Listen, they can have the fucking money. But I'm not going to show a video to even give 2 cents that is connected with Jeremy Corbell. I won't do that. Even I have my limits. And I get why there's claims on video because it's their product. They worked hard on it. That it belongs to them. But again, when I show somebody's video, it's because I'm using it as an education piece so we can help each other. So that's, I have shown World Bigfoot Radio video as an education piece. And if I'm sorry. If World Bigfoot Radio wants 2 cents for me showing his video, but Bigfoot Radio, I will send you 2-3 cents. He's such a great guy. He wouldn't do that. He wouldn't do that. Even though on the Fair Act we could do that kind of stuff, we could play other people's videos as long as we're using it as education pieces. I would give World Bigfoot Radio his 2-3 cents. But actually, his channel is a fantastic channel, people. If you guys haven't been to his channel, if hold on a second. Let me I wish somebody would put his channel in the link right now. I'm trying to I'm putting let me put his link up in here. That's World Bigfoot Radio's link right here. Fantastic channel. Exploring Harley, fantastic channel. Danny Stanton, fantastic channel. Robert Wood, fantastic channel. Dogman UK, I know you got one too. You got a channel. Let me see here. Let me show you guys. I know I never showed his channel before, and I'm going to take the opportunity to show his channel. The Dogman UK man has channels of video. Oh, he's got Jason. Friday the 13th, be safe. He's a great guy. You know, all you guys got great channels, and this is how we're gonna, like the title says, UFO community is together. This is how we're gonna grow. My channel isn't monetized. Darn. So you don't want that 3 cents? I love you guys. I love you guys. This is how we grow the community, guys. This is how we grow it. Not just people within our community. This is how you grow it. People like Paranormal Highway, people like myself, and all that. Tomorrow's show, the whole theme of this week's show is tomorrow. The Dogman community, the Bigfoot community is coming together, except for a few. So we're gonna do a kick-ass show tomorrow. My good friend Danny Stanton. I texted him yesterday. Hey, Danny, let's do. Come on my show on Tuesday. Let's do an open show on Bigfoot. We're gonna just look for any kind of stories out there. So this is kind of an open week of stories. Maybe I'll find an article on a Bigfoot and we'll discuss it. You know, maybe tomorrow, Danny Stanton, we'll look at World Bigfoot Radio. We'll go to his channel tomorrow, look at some of his videos. You know what I mean? Well, we're just gonna enjoy it tomorrow, because this week is about celebrating communities. Because together we are stronger, guys. I'm telling you, we are stronger. We are stronger. We truly are. Governments, they are who they are. They're corporations, they're money people. You're not going to get the truth from them. But us. But we want all information. I want all information. I want you, Herb UFO. I want you, Exploring Harley, World Bigfoot Radio, Danny Stanton. I want all of you guys. I want information from all the communities because it's going to make us better and stronger. I want you guys to enjoy the rest of your day. I want truth. You know what? The truth is going to come with us. God damn it. You're welcome. You can come tomorrow. You're invited. It's your birthday. You sure? Because you're probably gonna do a birthday show. But hey, I'll send you the link for tomorrow. No big deal. More in a minute. We're just gonna talk Bigfoots. We're gonna talk Bigfoot stories. We'll go over maybe Bob, if you come on. We'll talk about our encounter. People heard it from my point of view, but you were one of the people that was in front when we're chasing the Sasquatch. I was behind. So there might have been stuff that you saw that I didn't get to see. We'll bring that up tomorrow. So beyond that, guys, I appreciate you guys being here today. This is a great community. You guys are all fantastic. And remember, don't ever be afraid to show your support with other channels. Even if you don't think other people like it, don't give a shit. It's very important that listen, if you're angry at other people, let it go, man. Let it go. Let it go. You did something wrong in the past, let it go. Let it all go. Sometimes you got to say, what the fuck? Tom Cruise in Risky Business. What the fuck? Once you say, what the fuck? Let everything go. Come fresh. we're better, we're stronger when we're all friends. So beyond that, guys, I'm ending the show. I love you all. Thank you. I went a little bit over, but I'm just having such a great time. When you have such a great time, sound like you could be on it forever. Beyond that, love you all. I'll see you guys tomorrow with Danny Stanton and Robert Wood. We're going to be talking all Bigfoot and cryptids tomorrow.
As we looked around, we noticed that we saw some whitewater off our right side. It's important to note that the weather on this day was as close to perfect as you could ask for off the coast of San Diego. Clear skies, light winds, calm seas, no whitecaps from waves. So the whitewater stood out in a large blue ocean. All four of us, because we were in F-18Fs, so we had pilots and Wizzo in the back seat, looked down a small, saw a white tic-tac object with a longitudinal axis pointing north-south and moving very abruptly over the water like a ping-pong ball. There were no rotors, no rotor wash, or any sign of visible control surfaces like wings. As we started clockwise towards the object, my Wizzo and I decided to go down and take a closer look with the other aircraft staying in high cover to observe both us and the tic-tac. We proceeded around the circle about 90 degrees from the start of our descent. The object suddenly shifted its longitudinal axis, aligned it with my aircraft, and began to climb. Our altitude at this point was about 15,000 feet and the tic-tac was about 12,000. As we pulled nose onto the object, within about a half mile of it, it rapidly accelerated in front of us and disappeared. Our wingmen, roughly 8,000 feet above us, lost contact also. We immediately turned back to see where the whitewater was at, and it was gone also.